For eons, United fans have watched their team capitulate time after time, whether it being forced to watch Maguire play football while knowing he has the build of a goddamn fridge, or watching Luke Shaw clock in more minutes in the hospital than on the pitch. It has been a tough couple of years for United fans. However, there is one player that stands above the rest as arguably the worst signing in the club's history. A player so terrible, so vile, the mere mention of his name gives United fans PTSD. His name is Andre Onana. Had it not been for his efforts, Spurs would have continued to be the laughing stock of the decade. For that, my brother, we will forever be grateful. Surely, after losing a European final to Spurs, how can things get any worse? For Onana, it somehow does. After failing to save a single penalty against Grimsby Town and knocking United out the League Cup, the board decided they had finally seen enough and sent that brother packing to Turkey. Heading into the final day of the 2025 summer transfer window, United were desperate for a new keeper, and there were only two realistic options remaining on the market. The first option was World Cup winner Emi Martínez, and the second option was an unknown 23-year-old shotstopper from the Belgium Pro League. On paper, this was an obvious decision from the fans, but come the end of deadline day and United supporters were left stunned. The club opted to sign Senne Lammens, an unproven youngster from Royal Antwerp, in a move that felt more driven by finances rather than football ambition. It looked like a gamble rather than a decision that would help United finish in the top four. Fans had already written off the season. After all, what good is an inexperienced goalkeeper in the world's toughest league? But when he made his debut, he put all the doubt to bed. He instantly restored confidence to the backline in a way Onana never could. He kept a clean sheet, delivered a commanding performance in the box, and looked like he had been playing in the Premier League for years. And that's where the real question emerges. How was it that a rookie delivered in one match the kind of performance Onana could have only dreamed of? And the only way we answer this question is by looking where it all went wrong for Onana. Onana was never a bad goalkeeper. He just wasn't the right one for Manchester United. Throughout his career, Onana's game has heavily relied on perfect timing and elite athleticism. But after moving to English football, he struggled to maintain the same consistency he showed at Inter. In Italy, he played in a system that protected him. At United, he was tactically exposed week in, week out. The sheer pace and physicality of the Premier League highlighted his flaws in a way no other league had done before. He developed this terrible habit of parrying shots back into dangerous areas, and this flaw repeatedly costed United goals. Even during his better runs of form, it was clear his performances weren't sustainable for the long term. When United decided to replace Onana, the obvious target was Emi Martínez. The Argentine goalkeeper had made it clear that he wanted to leave, and with just 2 years remaining on his contract, it almost seemed a done deal between United and Villa. But here's the problem. Villa were demanding £40 million for a 34-year-old goalkeeper. The deal made no sense for a board that were prioritizing long-term success rather than short-term gain, and that's where Lammens stepped in. When United paid £18 million for the Belgium international, many fans assumed that the club were simply cutting costs, but the decision behind his signing was actually driven by the data behind his performances. In the 2024-2025 season, Lammens recorded the most saves of any goalkeeper across Europe's top 10 leagues, finishing with an impressive 81.4 save percentage. In contrast, Onana only managed a save percentage of 68% across the same season. Over the same period, Lammens was expected to concede 66 goals, but he only let in 48, meaning he overperformed by preventing 18 more goals compared to the average keeper. This incredible stat ranked him second second in Europe for goals prevented. Based on the expected goals data, he was preventing half a goal per game, proving that he wasn't just making routine saves. He was denying clear goal-scoring opportunities with the consistency of prime David De Gea. If any player was going to make a difference for Royal Antwerp that season, it was going to be Senne Lammens. And remember, this was only his first full year in top-flight football. His performances may have shocked the fans, but for the board, it was all part of the plan. So what makes Senne Lammens so good? His shot stopping is genuinely world class. I might sound like I'm glazing, but hear me out. Lammens tends to hold his position closer towards his goal line, giving him that split extra second to read the attacker before reacting. This fraction of a second is often the difference between a goal and an incredible save. In comparison, Onana frequently hesitated on deciding whether or not to come off his line, and this left huge gaps for the opponents to exploit. Lammens is more measured in his approach and reduces the number of high quality chances the opponent can generate. His footwork is reminiscent of David De Gea, relying more on sharp reactive steps rather than aggressive sweeper-keeper movements. This approach allows him to make difficult saves look routine, especially in 1v1 situations, where Lammens may even surpass De Gea is in his command of the box. He reads the flight of the ball early, adjusts his positioning quickly, and commits with real authority. His combination of timing, bravery, and aerial dominance relieves immense pressure from the back line, and this is an invaluable trait as set pieces become more influential in the modern game. Another key question is, how has he actually improved United's tactical setup? This season, United have shifted towards a more direct playstyle, and Lammens has been central in this transformation. In Ruben Amorim's system, he effectively operates as a third centre-back, giving United an extra outlet when in possession and allowing the defensive line to push higher. This distribution has allowed United to rank third in the league for most long ball attempts this season. Lammens' ability to play progressive balls over the top has allowed the team to focus on quick transitions and vertical attacks, and it's paid off. United may be seeing less possession of the ball compared to last season, but the trade-off has been worth it. The team is more decisive, more direct, and far more dangerous in transition, and it's all been down to the performances of Senne Lammens. That'll be it from me. If you guys did like this video, click subscribe, and if you want to see more videos just like this one, check out my last recent video.